Billionaire Elon Musk's DOGE team is expanding use of his artificial intelligence chatbot Grok in the U.S. federal government to analyze data, three people familiar with the matter told Reuters, potentially violating conflict of interest laws and putting at risk sensitive information on millions of Americans. Such use of Grok could reinforce concerns among privacy advocates and others that Musk's Department of Government Efficiency team appears to be casting aside long-established protections over the handling of sensitive data as President Donald Trump shakes up the U.S. bureaucracy. One of the three people familiar with the matter, who has knowledge of DOGE's activities, said Musk's team was using a customized version of the Grok chatbot. The apparent aim was for DOGE to sift through data more efficiently, this person said. They ask questions, get it to prepare reports, give data analysis. The second and third persons said DOGE's staff also told Department of Homeland Security officials to use it even though Grok had not been approved within the department. Reuters could not determine the specific data that had been fed into the generative AI tool, or how the custom system was set up. Grok was developed by XAI, a tech operation that Musk launched in 2023 on his social media platform, X. If the data was sensitive or confidential government information, the arrangement could violate security and privacy laws, said five specialists in technology and government ethics. It could also give the Tesla and SpaceX CEO access to valuable non-public federal contracting data at agencies he privately does business with or be used to help train Grok, a process in which AI models analyze troves of data, the experts said. Musk could also gain an unfair competitive advantage over other AI service providers from use of Grok in the federal government, they added. Musk, the White House, and XAI did not respond to requests for comment. A Homeland Security spokesperson denied DOGE had pressed DHS staff to use Grok. DOGE hasn't pushed any employees to use any particular tools or products, said the spokesperson, who did not respond to further questions. DOGE is here to find and fight waste, fraud, and abuse. Musk's XAI, an industry newcomer compared to rivals OpenAI and Anthropic, says on its website that it may monitor Grok users for specific business purposes. AI's knowledge should be all-encompassing and as far-reaching as possible, the website says. As part of Musk's stated push to eliminate government waste and inefficiency, the billionaire and his DOGE team have accessed heavily safeguarded federal databases that store personal information on millions of Americans. Experts said that data is typically off-limits to all but a handful of officials because of the risk that it could be sold, lost, leaked, violate the privacy of Americans, or expose the country to security threats. Typically, data sharing within the federal government requires agency authorization and the involvement of government specialists to ensure compliance with privacy, confidentiality, and other laws. Analyzing sensitive federal data with Grok would mark an important shift in the work of DOGE, a team of software engineers and others connected to Musk. They have overseen the firing of thousands of federal workers, seized control of sensitive data systems, and sought to dismantle agencies in the name of combating alleged waste, fraud, and abuse. Given the scale of data that DOGE has amassed, and given the numerous concerns of porting that data into software like Grok, this to me is about as serious a privacy threat as you get, said Albert Fox Kahn, executive director of the Surveillance Technology Oversight Project, a nonprofit that advocates for privacy. His concerns include the risk that government data will leak back to XAI, a private company, and a lack of clarity over who has access to this custom version of Grok. DOGE's access to federal information could give Grok and XAI an edge over other potential AI contractors looking to provide government services, said Carrie Coglianese, an expert on federal regulations and ethics at the University of Pennsylvania. The company has a financial interest in insisting that their product be used by federal employees, he said.